Hi everyone and welcome to Pace Yourself. My name is Mia Pacey and today we're going to be doing a Chrome extension review with my all-time favorite Chrome extension, Salesforce Inspector Reloaded. Some of you might say, oh, I've already heard of this, but what's Reloaded mean? So this is a new extension that's very well maintained and always having improvements run by the community, so highly recommend downloading this one instead of the old one. However, let's get into some features I just love about it. So once you've downloaded it into your Chrome, you'll see this arrow on the right hand side of your screen pop up. Once you click into it, you can actually see tabs. So you've got your object, users, shortcut, and org. I love the org one because it tells you your org ID for when you need to tell people. I also love the maintenance because it shows you which release you're on, even though I totally disagree with the naming convention of the releases. That's another point. Please like my ideas on the idea exchange for this. But let's pop back to the users tab. And I love this tab so much because if you have permission to log into all your users as admin, you get to search for your user, click the one you want. You can actually also find community users as well in there. And down the bottom here, login as will grant you access just the same as if you're going to the user setup page. And then you can see what the error is from their eyes. You can also go straight to the user detail or permission sets. It's a very useful page for user management. But let's click on object. So this is giving you the visibility of the object that we are on and the record that we're seeing. If I click show all data, I can see every field and all the data relating to that org right here in one screen, no matter what my page layout says. So this is a really great way as an admin to nicely create a page layout, but then don't have to see all the fields. You can come into here and see all the fields. You don't have to make a new page layout for yourself or admin view. The other thing I like about it is actually, so here the first one is actually a formula field. And if I hover over it, it actually gives me the formula in the hover over section. So you can see this one is a case safe ID formula, turning it from a 15-digit ID to an 18-digit ID. You can do the same for things like pick lists. You can hover over it and see the values that are able to be used. And then on the top right, you can do things like edit, delete, clone, export, more, show things in Salesforce, edit the page layout, open it in Classic, RIP. But if I go edit, I actually get the permission to edit the fields that as a system admin, I am able to edit. So as you can see, obviously up the top, the first one is not editable because that is a formula field. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that one. And let's click on our little Salesforce home icon and we go back to our home page. So the next thing I like to do with the Salesforce Inspector Reloaded extension is actually import and export data. The data export feature of this one is very useful because it helps you with your queries. So if you're an admin that hasn't quite mastered SOQL querying yet, this is a godsend for you. So it can give you some saved queries if you'd like, or it actually gives you some templates as well. So it'll help you get started. So here we've got a select ID from where. Let's start this off, select ID from account. And then when I click comma, I can go through and click the billing state, comma. I'm going to click this little bulb icon and it brings up every single value that I have access to on that record. So once we've done, we go run export and you can see it nicely here. You can copy it as an Excel, a CSV. And if I like that query, because I think I'll do it more often than I like, I just click save query. And the next time when I come in, you can see that it's right here. So going back to our Salesforce home, the next thing I really like about Salesforce Inspector Reloaded is all of the extras that it gives you down the bottom here. So have a play around, have a look around. You can even use data import, which is a great way to quickly and easily insert, update, delete data in your org. So obviously use this wisely, but it's very helpful to be able to create and update data by just pasting it from an Excel document into here and being able to change your batch sizes and threads. So another big benefit of the Salesforce Inspector Reloaded is actually it works in setup as well. So here I'm going to find an email template. Say for instance, we're using email templates inside Flow. You can find them obviously using the name, but sometimes the ID is what you need to even just reference or query on. You can see we've got a new arrow popping up in our Salesforce inspector. And when I open it, because it shows you the idea of the record that you're seeing, it's actually giving me the email template ID here that I can then access and copy paste to wherever I need it. So it's very useful for finding record IDs of setup based objects and records. You could do the same for a public group, for example, and a bunch of other things that I can't think of right now. But let me know in the comments what you've used Salesforce Inspector Reloaded for, because I definitely love it and cannot live without it. So please give them some great love in the community and download this Chrome extension. Thank you for sticking with us. I will see you on the next one.